Nobody indeed. What is good? Welcome into Driving the Line. My name is Alan Bell. We got a fantastic show lined up for you today. Big Brad, what's up, bro? Looking good.
What's up, AB? Good to see you on a Friday. We got the weekend here. Excited to talk sport.
Me too, man. Me too. Dude, hair's looking good. You look sharp, man. Looking good on a Friday.
I'm
I love
showered for once in a while, so
it.
it's a
Well,
pleasure.
congrats to you and the shower. All right. Let me tell you what, you're looking great. Me, not so much. Take a look at this. Dude, 0 for 4. UC San Diego got rocked by the Gauchos. Rockets Hawks lost that game twice. Did not get the over, and the Thunder don't come through. They lost to the Timberwolves, man. Pistons Suns over 2. Yeah, brutal. So I say that, Brad, you're looking good. Me, not as much, my boy. Not as much, but we're going to try to get it. Kirk said SGP last night was brutal. Missed 3 by 1 rebound or assist. Yeah, it was tough, man. It was a tough night in the NBA, in the association. Let's take a look what we had yesterday. So college basketball, we had 2 games. Iowa State, give them credit, a 30-point win. Absolutely smoked that 17.5-point spread. There you go. Now, the other one, Washington and Illinois. Illinois wins by 9. They were 12.5-point favorites. Oh, that is exactly what scares me when you have double-digit spreads like that, man. Kevin said, AB, help. It is so cold in Ontario, Canada. It's like Hoth in Star Wars getting me to drive home. No way. My car starts after work. My dude. All right, Kevin, first off, good to see you. Second off, Ontario, it's that just sounds freezing. Sounds beautiful, though. But, yeah, Whale said, Illinois crushed me. Couldn't pull away. I know, man. Big Brian, yes, you did. Hey, I'm telling you, Brian's absolutely crushing it, man. There we go. All right, so that was college basketball. The NBA, what do we have here? 76ers take down the Kings. Needed that one at the end. Maxey went off. Wizards and the Bucks. Wizards took down the Bucks. Rockets beat the Hawks 104-86. We got the offense of what we thought we would get out of Houston. Did not get it from Atlanta. That was the concern there. Heat and the Bulls. Look at that. Of course. 116-113. That's the most Heat and Bulls game ever. Hornets get the win on the road, but did not cover the 3.5. They win by 2. We need one more possession there. Nuggets beat the Nets. Suns took down the Pistons 114-96. And then the Timberwolves, look at this, 123-111 win over the Thunder. SGA went for 30. Big Ant went for 26 last night. So there you go. Matty Boy said, Suns up. Yeah, that was a good win, man. That was a good win. All right, let's jump into it for today here, Brad. Let's get the picks here first, and let's talk some headlines. But we need to get the picks first. All right, talk to me, big dog. What do you got?
Well, it's the weekend, which means we have a few extra days to play with. So we're giving the crew a play for Sunday. One of my favorite plays this weekend in Germany's Bundesliga, the top flight of German football. Stuttgart is taking on Freiburg. We're looking for 3 total goals by way of that Asian total at over 2.75. So again, that's 3 goals. It gives us a half cash. 4 goals, the full cash. Stuttgart are absolutely slamming in goals, and they specifically do it at home. And then you also have Freiburg, who's one of the worst defensive teams in the league, but specifically when they're away from home, they concede a considerable amount more, but they are also hitting both teams to score and over 2.5 and upwards of 75% of their trending league matches. And oh, wait, this matchup history is pretty sweet. 6 straight have hit over 2.5. 5 straight have hit over 3.5 goals, and 1 goal in 12 straight halves between these two, which means you see a regular, consistent flow of goals, which is what you want to see when you're trying to catch an over in the top flight of world football. So give me Stuttgart taking on Freiburg on Sunday at 8:30 a.m. Central Time. The over 2.75 Asian total. I got that at -130.
Beautiful, man. Stuttgart, Freiburg, over 2.75. Okay, and when is this game again?
Sunday a.m., 8:30.
Beautiful.
Central.
Central. I appreciate that, man. Let's see. Tina in the chat said, "Good morning, AB, Brad, and crew. Hope everything is doing well today." Tina, good morning. So good to see you. Hope you are doing great, having a wonderful day. All right. First off, Brad, college basketball, it is going down tonight. I believe the young blood said it best. We don't give it. We don't give up. If you don't give it, we don't give up. That's that type of game tonight. Michigan at Michigan State. Number 3, Michigan. Number 7, Michigan State. And we got the Wolverines, -1.5 on the road. And let me tell you, everybody is betting on Michigan State +1.5 here. The whole world is betting on Michigan State here. I'm going the other way. When the world zigs, I want to zag. Give me the Wolverines, dude. Hail to the victors. I want it. Give me Michigan -1.5. All right. Warriors, NBA tonight. Okay. At home, taking on the Detroit Pistons. Now, the Pistons are a better team than the Warriors overall. But right now, and in this spot, on the road, coming on a back-to-back, I like Golden State here. All right, Detroit did not look good last night. And again, it's not a team that I want to fade often. I don't. But I think I want to give it a shot here. And we'll talk about this game. But I want to take the Warriors -2.5. And then Charlotte, taking on Rice. Shout out to Rice. Excellent university in Texas. Beautiful.
Excellent food as well.
Yeah. Hey, shout out to Sam McGuffey, running back, former guy at Michigan. I don't know why he left Michigan. He's going to be a nice running back, but he went to Rice. I think he ran track after that. Anyways, applesauce brain. I'm going with Charlotte here, -6.5 college basketball. Let's roll with it. Okay, now we'll jump into all these games, but Brad, I do want to hit some headlines real quick. Okay. The Eagles have hired their new offensive coordinator. This is via ESPN. The Eagles are hiring Sean Mannion as offensive coordinator. The team announced Thursday. Mannion, 33, is coach for just 2 years, breaking in as an offensive assistant for the Green Bay Packers in 2024 before being promoted to quarterback coach this past season. It was quickly apparent in meeting with Sean that he is a bright young coach with a tremendous future ahead of him in this league. I was impressed by his systematic views on offensive football and his strategic approach, Eagles head coach Nick Sirianni said in a statement. Sean's 11 years in the NFL have provided him a great opportunity to learn from and grow alongside some of the best coaches in the game. As a result, he has a wealth of knowledge and experience that will be invaluable to our team moving forward. Okay, so number one, excellent hire. Excellent hire, smart guy, good move. Now, the big thing, and I don't have the answer to it, okay? But the big thing really is finding a way to blend the offense together. And what do I mean by that? There's an element to this offense that is very much apex predator on the attack, right? Run the football. We don't have to be risky, but let's win with our defense. You know what I mean? Like there's an element to that, and you have to have it. That's how you close out games. That's how you stay healthy. All of it in the NFL. However, on the other side, Sean Mannion has an interesting opportunity here too, because you have weapons galore and you can use them, obviously, right? And you want to. The big thing, I think, with the Eagles is finding it's really in the locker room, honestly. Like, I truly believe that the Eagles, if they can figure out how everybody can work together on the same page, how to deal with, disagreements, all that kind of stuff. I truly believe that if they could just get the right guy who can just bring everyone together and get them moving forward, that's a win in and of itself. Number two, this is a smart guy as well, right? And he's now a creator with a full canvas and a full set of paint and all. Like, you have all the tools to work with. You don't have to go hunting for it. Like, you've got them. You know what I mean? Just get healthy this offseason. So good hire there by the Eagles. We'll see, this offseason how it goes. Really training camp next year, just kind of getting everybody on the same page. Now, Melanie said, good morning. Good morning, Mels. So good to see you. Hope you're doing great. Whale said, love the hire. Go Birds. Absolutely. I think it's a great hire as well. Right. All right. Now, number 2. The American Gaming Association expects a record $1.76 billion to be bet on Super Bowl 60. $1.76 billion. And think about this. This is how much money that is. You see that 7 that's right after the decimal? That's $700 million. After the decimal is $700 million.
Is that just the legalized sports betting?
So let's read about it right here. Approximately $1.76 billion is expected to be bet on Super Bowl 60 with U.S. sportsbooks. Yes, Brad, a nearly 27% year-over-year increase, according to the American Gaming Association. The projected figure, which the AGA said would be a record, includes only wagers with U.S. legal sportsbooks, which operate in 39 states and the District of Columbia. The AGA used publicly reported numbers from state gaming regulators to create its estimate, which is in line with others. Earlier this week, the Sports Betting Alliance, in partnership with gaming industry outlet Legal Sports Report, released an estimate of $1.71 billion to be wagered on the Super Bowl with U.S. sportsbooks. The SBA represents many of the largest online sportsbook operators in the United States. So, what do we need to take away from this? Okay, so number 1, Brad, great question, and this is not only is it legal U.S. sportsbooks, but think about it. Look at the second paragraph right in the middle. All right. U.S. legal sportsbooks, which operate in 39 states of the District of Columbia. That's only 39 states. California, Texas. I don't know what Florida's doing. Well, I know what Florida's doing, but there's still so much room for growth, which is crazy. Now, the second part to take from this, okay, is this. There are 2 groups here. The first one, the AGA, is projecting $1.76 billion. The second group, SBA, is projecting $1.71 billion. Okay. So let's just cut it in the middle. All right. $1.73 billion. Okay. We'll just in the middle. So what does that mean for you? What that means is what we were talking about yesterday. All of this money is going to come in on the Super Bowl next week. Okay. This is the public, and it's going to be a bit before they get involved. But it's going to start trickling in Monday. Okay. Monday is when it's going to start. So what I'm getting at is that if you are betting prop numbers or you are betting prop plays, the numbers are only going to go up the longer that you wait. Now, again, be careful. You don't have to get all your bets in. You have to put in 30 bets today, right? Like you've got time. But we've done this before, right? And with the Super Bowl, watch. Once these numbers go, they go. Okay? So what I'm getting at is that start getting your plans together and getting your bets together. And the sooner, the quicker that you can come to decisions here, the better off that you're going to be. Because when this money comes in, nobody's betting unders in the Super Bowl. Nobody. Everybody's betting overs at all of it. You know what I mean? Look at me. So yeah, just a public service announcement that this money is going to come in and it's going to change. So the quicker that we can get to it, the better off. But we'll go through it every day, no doubt. All right, Brad, let's get into some sports here. Now, let's hit the picks real quick one more time. Your play is on Sunday, correct? What do you got?
Sunday at 8:30 a.m. Central Time in Germany's Bundesliga, the top flight of German football, Stuttgart, Freiburg. We're looking for 3 total goals by way of that Asian total over 2.75. I got that at minus 130. And also, shout out Novak Djokovic for the comeback over Jannik Sinner, moving to the finals of the Australian Open.
Nice. There we go. All right. I'm on Michigan minus 1.5. On the Warriors, minus 2.5. And on Charlotte college basketball, minus 6.5. Tony said Florida only has Hard Rock and they're horrible. Man, we went down there. My buddy Davey Burke his bachelor party. No, it wasn't Davies. It was whose was it? I can't remember. Anyways, we were down at Fort Lauderdale in Miami. All right. And this was like at the end of COVID. Okay. So it was kind of in that period where like things were open, but you still didn't know what to do. Dude, I was in the Hard Rock. All right. I was in the Hard Rock, and we had to shoot virtual craps. It was the weirdest thing ever. And like 5 rolls in, I was like, oh no. I don't like the vibe of virtual craps at all. Oh. All right, anyways, applesauce braid. I had to give a shout out to Hard Rock there. He said they're horrible. Yeah, that's the problem, is that you need multiple books. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you need competition in the environment in order to create anything of substance. They don't have to care.
Yeah. Hey, now, look, Nick, Western Michigan College hockey moneyline parlay minus 132. Appreciate that big time, Nick. Absolutely, man. Brian said, hey, read my plays. They're a lot easier than Prince's. Yeah, agreed. That name yesterday. Brian, 2 plays I like today, 2-ball matchup. Thorbjorn Olesen over Denny McCarthy, minus 124. Tees off at 12:14. 3-ball, Adrian Dumont de Chassart over Kenzie Hirata. And Gordon Sargent, plus 118. Tees off at 12:43. Sorry, AB. Hey, no, you did good. I love it. All right, college basketball, man. So my man Ryan said, I'm taking Michigan State money line. Hey, and Ryan, first off, good to see you, man. Second, appreciate it. Brad, this is going to be one heck of a basketball game tonight, man. 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central on Fox. 3rd-ranked Michigan at 7th-ranked Michigan State. Breslin Center is going to be popping. All right, but you're going to have Michigan fans there too. And we're going to get 2 of these games, and this is the first one. Now, Michigan, 1.5-point favorite on the road, total 147.5. Now, look, Ryan is not alone in this. Now, you could get Michigan State plus 1.5, or as Ryan laid out, like it's 1.5. Like you could roll, with the money line, get you some extra juice. And quite honestly, yeah. Total wise, look, I think we're going to get a back and forth affair. No doubt. Now, 147.5. That's what?
73, 74.
Yeah. So
yeah, 75, 73, 70. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. No, you're good. Yeah. These teams could score. But, man, I worry that, that Big Ten defense sets in. You know what I mean? That's why I think I want to pick a side in this one. As difficult as that is, watch where this line goes today. I don't know if it's going to move. Honestly, we'll keep an eye on it. We'll be live today at 3 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Central. But this is going to be a heck of a game, man. They're going to get after it. Yeah, Pat, Michigan State over 147.5. There we go. Yeah, Brian, go blue. That is where I went to school, although I do not walk around with my nose up in the air. Michigan's a good school. Michigan's a pretty good school, man. Not that Michigan State isn't. No doubt. Yeah, Brad, any thoughts here? You going Michigan or Michigan State?
Man, I just want to go Michigan State solely to oppose you in this situation. I just have absolutely no clue. I haven't even watched either of these 2 teams play. If you didn't have the record up there, I wouldn't know.
Yeah, they're both fire. It's going to be a heck of a game, man. All right, Dayton and St. Louis. Look at St. Louis, dude. 20-1, bro. 8-0 in the A10. 11.5-point favorites again. Okay, same thing we said last night in the Illinois game. All right. 11.5 is just large enough of a spread of a number to really, really make you mad. Like that 9-point win, it's the worst.
Yeah.
It's the worst. And Aubie, good to see you, man. Aubie was talking about yesterday, moving totals, moving spreads, etc. Yeah. Because we're in the thick of it now. Across, all conferences, right? But again, man, St. Louis is really good. So here you go. 11.5-point favorites. Now, in terms of ranked college basketball games, that's what you got. Whale says, I can't put American dollars on Dayton ever again. Were you bring to say something, Brad? Apologies.
No.
Yeah. But it's tough, man, because look, Aubie, give me Dayton plus the points. I'm telling you that 11.5. Dayton's not bad, but no, man, it's tough. Whale's also right. Like, any better out there has those teams you're like, I'm always on the wrong side every time. Everybody has. I was like that with LSU football for like 2 years. Just brutal. I just couldn't find it, man. Brian said, how about St. Louis first half minus 5.5? Not a bad look. Not a bad look, my friend. All right. NBA tonight. Again, we'll be live at 3 p.m. Eastern. We'll go through player props, but just kind of set the table here. All right, Lakers and the Wizards. Lakers 9.5-point favorites, total of 229.5. I don't know about this. Like, I don't know what to do with Luka. He's going to shoot, but his props are tough. Like, they're juiced enough, and they're so market efficient. Like, we play his threes over 3.5 threes often. And, dude, Luka Doncic is consistent at 3 for 8 from 3. You know what I mean? And I say all that to say exactly what Aubie's saying. Get an alternate line. Do what you can. On a spread, 13.5, good call. On threes, yeah, like, it's going to get juiced. So, anyways, Raptors and the Magic. This is going to be a decent game here. Now, Magic, 1.5-point favorites, total of 219.5. We're seeing some low totals, and and even these are coming in unders. We're seeing a lot of games where both teams don't get to 100. Where one of two teams doesn't get. You know what I mean? Like a lot of 110 to 98s. Ooh. So we'll talk more about this one here. Kings and the Celtics. Celtics 11.5-point favorites, total of 220.5. You getting in on some of them Sabonis props tonight, aren't you?
Demonis? Oh, I love some Demonis. I was a big Sabonis fan. Shout out to his dad.
There you go. Trailblazers and the Knicks. Jeff says Luka's not the rebounder he's been in the past. No, I think it's coaching. I don't think it's anything negative. I think they're just dialed in on what they want Luka to do. You know what I mean? And some nights it works, sometimes it doesn't. But yeah, Lakers are just fascinating, man.
There's some turmoil there.
Oh yeah, yeah. Aubie, my idea: trade LeBron for a big man or someone that can play defense. Bring Reeves back and roll with Luka and Reeves. Get rid of the LeBron circus. It's getting to that point now. I don't. Otherwise, he's gonna walk this summer for nothing. Yeah, which is probably what's gonna happen. Like, who knows, man? That's the tough part too, is that you're dealing with all of that. The bus, like all of it. Trailblazers, the Knicks. Knicks 7.5-point favorites tonight. Now, the Knicks are in a spot here. I think I'm buying into the Knicks tonight. I think. We'll talk more about it 3 a.m. 3 p.m. Eastern. Yeah, we'll be live at 3 a.m. Grizzlies and the Pelicans, nothing I can trust in this one. Are you buying into the Grizz? Not taking the Grizz plus 2.5 on the road?
No. Zion is healthy, and when he actually is healthy, he can contribute. Just depends on when that hamstring goes, poor guy.
Like Kevin Nash. His quads. All right, Cavs and the Suns. Good one here. All right, what are we doing? Cavs minus 4.5 on the road in the Valley of the Sun?
Plus 4.5. Give me Phoenix.
Okay. All right, Phoenix playing good ball right now. Clippers and the Nuggets, nothing for me there. Nets and the Jazz, I'm not getting in on that. Jazz minus 2.5. Pistons and the Warriors. We are on this. Melanie Sue said big sexy. That's right. You know Kevin Nash played college basketball, Brad?
I didn't know that.
He did. Do you know where he played? University of Tennessee.
Oh, that makes sense.
Look it up. Big Nash. My boy. All right. Pistons and the Warriors. Warriors. Okay. We're rolling with it. I'm rolling with the Warriors here. Now, again, the Pistons are a better team. And that's not a shot at gold. That's just Detroit. Like, bona fide. And look at them on the road. 15-7. Like, this team is legit. That said, I think the Warriors are in a good spot tonight. Catching the Pistons on a back-to-back West Coast swing. I think we can get there. I think. What do you think, man? You going Detroit?
I just think it's a shame for Cade Cunningham. If he was in a big market, he'd be a big star. He's a stud.
Yeah.
You know, I kind of lean the Pistons on the road to cover.
They're good, man. They're a better team. And again, that's not a shot at Golden State. I mean, Detroit's basketball in Michigan is thumping. Aubie said, who's going to win the Giannis sweepstakes? Yeah, great question right there. Trade deadline's what? A few days away? Week away? Yeah, Giannis. The Bucks are going to trade him. Where's Giannis going to go? Anyways, all right, so we'll go with the Warriors here tonight. All right, let's get the picks here, and let's talk some soccer, my man. All right, what do you got?
Sunday morning, 8:30, we're looking in the German Bundesliga, the top flight action of German football. Stuttgart taking on Freiburg. We're looking for that 3 total goals by way of the Asian total over 2.75. Got that at minus 130.
Beautiful, man. All right, I'm going to go Michigan, minus 1.5. Going to go with the Warriors, minus 2.5. You can look around, shop your books. You might be able to get that 1.5. And Charlotte, minus 6.5 college basketball against Rice. All right, Brad, let's throw it over to you, man. We got some soccer on the board there. Let's talk it. What we got?
We're talking Qatar. We talked the Cup this past couple weeks, but now they're finally back in league action. And what do we know about Qatar? Qatar scores goals. They love to smash that total. Not always so that through that both teams to score, which is a similar figure, which we have spoken about in a lot of these leagues, especially over in the Middle East. You'll get top heavy football. So teams who will smash the other team. And in Qatar, over 2.5 is now hit in 74% of the last, I think it's 35 matches. That is a really solid hit rate, hitting that over 3.5 and upwards of around 7 out of every 10 of those 2.5 matches. So Qatar, look for that 3 live. It gets tricky on that 3.5 pre-match. So come in on that live and you'll save yourself a lot late in the match.
Nice, man. Anytime we could save ourselves a lot. Get your high V cards out. We need high V. Have you ever been in a high V, the store?
I have not been into a high V.
Me neither. I want to. Applesauce bread. I don't know where that came from. But Curtis said, Michigan catching that L tonight. Sorry, AB. Michigan State money line, Wolverines 3-point variance has started to catch up to the. Yes, it has. Curtis is not wrong on that. Michigan has not been. I mean, they've been winning, but they haven't been covering point differential, and 3-point variance absolutely caught up with them. And coming off that big win against Nebraska, right? So, yeah, 100%, man. I totally get it there. Spell Dog said, look, love a high V. Melanie said, there's a helpful smile in every aisle. Oh, my goodness. I love that. That's their jingle. Kevin said, if Giannis goes to the Dodgers, he's deferring his salary until 2065. Kirk, 3-way trade, Knicks and Suns involved. I'm fascinated to see. Yeah. Oh, God, the Knicks and the Suns get involved? Bro, let's go. Now. Okay, so we have a Super Bowl coming up in, 9 days, 10 days? Now, we've been hitting it every day. And check your feeds. I dropped a YouTube short talking about all the analytical numbers. We'll talk more about that this afternoon, 3 p.m. Eastern here. But check that short out because those numbers, the last 10 Super Bowls, and this game is analytically consistent. Go check for yourself, right? So I'm not saying that all that checks out, but watch that video because we're going to be going through it. And we can make numbers off of that. Now, what we're going to talk about today, Brad, and anybody that's missed any of the days this week, go check the videos out. We've been talking about the NFL, about the Super Bowl each day. Okay. So today, what I want to look at, Brad, are anytime touchdown scores. Okay. Now, again, we'll go through all of this next week leading up to the Super Bowl, all of it. Right. But again, this money is going to come in. So the more that we can like target, doesn't mean we have to place a bet in right now, but taking our notes, doing our work, being prepared, right? So here's what we have so far. Drake May, 1+ interception, -120. Jackson Smith-Njigba, anytime touchdown, -110. Seahawks Patriots over 2.5 turnovers, -115. Seahawks Patriots, both teams to score 20+ points. All those at DraftKings. Lady said, punch it late. What's up? What's up, bro? Big David posted golf plays in Discord. They start at 12:15. Thank you, my friend. Okay. Now, so let me put this full screen. And what we have here, look in the left hand, like the left column, okay? Anytime touchdown score. So this isn't everybody, but these are kind of your main guys. Kenneth Walker, -200 anytime TD. Jackson Smith-Njigba, -110. Ramondre Stevenson, +160. Keep going. Okay. So what I wanted to do was just start. And again, not that this is, the end all be all of we're figuring out today and that's it. But what I wanted to do was just identify people that I thought would score a touchdown in this game or have a good shot at doing it. Does that make sense, Brad?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So here is what I've done. I've highlighted 5 players that I think are ripe to score a TD in this game. Kenneth Walker, I think he can, -190. Jackson Smith-Njigba, already on it, -110. Hunter Henry, +225. Boutte, +310. Drake May, +330. Okay. Aubie said, everyone hit the like button for the most authentic sports betting podcast in the nation. Man, I appreciate that, Aubie. Definitely. And if everybody could hit the like button, it would be huge. If you're watching on your phone, just grab a screen, pull it down, hit the like button, pop it back up. I won't ask you for anything else. Aubie, thank you for that. And a 1999 super sticker. Aubie, I should give you a big hug. Thank you. Seriously, thank you. It means the world. You are the man. Good karma for Auburn. All right, so Brad, these are the 5. Now, Ramondre Stevenson is absolutely live for a TD anytime. But New England hasn't been scoring all that much. Okay? So it worries me. I didn't list him. Now, I also didn't list Rashid Shaheed at the bottom, +350. And I didn't list him for a reason. Okay? Because doesn't mean that this is the only way to go about it. But if you are looking to 2-leg parlay anything in this game in terms of touchdowns, Rashid Shaheed might be the ticket to boosting your money. And I'll show you what I'm talking about. So again, not that I'm placing bets on all 5 of these guys anytime TD. I'm not. But I'm identifying the people that I think. Now, Kenneth Walker, -190. Okay, so what am I talking about? So if you think that Shaheed is a good bet to parlay, like if you think he's going to get in and you'd like to make some money, well, here's some options. You could parlay Shaheed and Kenneth Walker +650. Or Jackson Smith-Njigba +850. Now, again, You're asking to parlay touchdown scores in the Super Bowl. Let's not get carried away. You know what I'm saying? However, let me just say, there's a strategy that works in the Super Bowl. Not saying it works every time, but the strategy is this. All drives have to come to an end. You could bet just drive ending scenarios and roll with that. And what do I mean by that? Every drive in football has to end either a punt, a turnover, a safety, a field goal, hit or missed, touchdown. You see what I'm saying? Like, there are only, 6 scenarios, and every single drive has to come to an end. So what I'm getting at is that there are strategies where you say, okay, I all I need to do is identify 2 people that are going to score a touchdown in this game. You know what I mean? Like, there's so many different strategies to betting the Super Bowl, right? So I listed these if this is something that anybody, again, would be interested in. Not fully coming out with it. That said, though, yeah, Zach, Super Bowl squares, only 24 left. Go check out Zach. Check it out in the Discord. Absolutely free. Scan that QR code right there below Brad. Well, I can't point to it, but you get what I'm saying. Yeah, there we go. There we go. All right. So, anyways, we've got time, but I wanted to just bring up touchdown scores because, yeah, it's a Super Bowl. But remember, man, the average total score or total points scored in the last 10 Super Bowls is like 50.6. These games score. Not all of them, but points get to going. Now, a lot of those are in the second half. I think it's like 53% of those, right? So, anyways, if you could identify touchdown scores in this game, you can, I don't want to say take risk out of it because, my goodness, the risk, it's like betting home runs, you know? But you could get there. All right, let's hit the picks, man, and we'll bounce out of here. What do you got, buddy?
We're going to Germany on Sunday, 8:30 in the Bundesliga. Stuttgart taking on Freiburg. We're looking for 3 total goals with that Asian total at 2.75. I got that at -130.
Beautiful work, my friend. All right, I'm going Michigan. Michigan -1.5, -115. Warriors -2.5 in the NBA. Check your books. You might be able to get it at 1.5. And then Charlotte -6.5. College basketball against Rice -115. Melanie said, what's the over-under in this game? 45.5. And remember your key numbers: 7, 14, 21, 28, 35, 42, 45, field goal, and a half. So you basically need 7 touchdowns. But touchdowns happen in Super Bowls. I think, what was last year? 42-20? Something like that.
25-22. Oh, yeah. 25-22. Chiefs, 49ers? Is that last year?
No, Chiefs, Eagles.
Oh, 38-35?
No, I think it was
That was the year before.
Yeah.
I was looking, I pulled up all the.
It's all right. It's all right, big dog.
I was surprised at that number of the 50. That seems like a really high total, but when you look at all these matches.
Yeah. No, yeah. I mean, go back, go through it, man.
There's a lot of them. I mean, other than the 13-3 Patriots Rams, almost all of them were touching mid 40s.
Yep.
Not higher.
That Patriots Rams. All right. So that was that Atlanta? I think that was in Atlanta. I was at that Super Bowl for the coverage there all week. And that's the one where the Rams never crossed the Patriots like 35. Yeah. Bill Belichick. Defense showed up. Anyways. All right. Brad, any final thoughts before we get out of here, man?
Transfer window closes in 2 days, finally, thankfully. But also this weekend is when the most of all of the transfers are going to take place that are going to take place in the entire month. Typically, they backload them. They argue for weeks and weeks and weeks on the amount that they're going to cost. each player and the terms and conditions within the agreements. So typically those start to get wrapped up at the end. A lot of players are going to be missing. It's that last week of the transfer week. So it closes on the 1st, and we won't have to worry about this at all for the rest of this season. So last time you really need to worry about these lineups really is this weekend. So just kind of keep it a little bit lower. We have a lot of leagues returning this weekend again, as they're still returning from winter break, like a Poland, which returns today. We're really excited about. So a lot coming in this near future, the best time of the soccer year in the near future, like I said. So get excited, and let's get excited for that Super Bowl next week.
Let's get excited, dude. Look, Poland is so back.
Poland is so back.
Yeah. Poland's so back, dude. All right. We're back today. All right. We'll be live 3 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Central. Finish breaking down college basketball in the NBA. All right. Until then, everybody, great work today. All right. Have a wonderful, wonderful Friday. We'll see you this afternoon. Till then, best of luck. Cash these tickets. We'll see you shortly. See you.
Who's got it better than us? No!